The Nissan Qashqai for many years has always been a top favourite in the crossover segment. Always highly praised for its practicality, its style and its technology. But now we're in 2024 and Nissan has brought out their latest of this beloved model, bringing with it a mixture of a redefined design, updated technology and more efficient powertrain. But what I'm hoping to look at in this review is if it is still at the top of that crossover segment and if this is the family car for you. Hello, welcome back to Pit Motoring. My name's Eddie and today I'm going to be sharing with you the latest of the new 2024 Nissan Qashqai. The latest Nissan Qashqai, I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? It's just a stunning looking car. It boasts a striking exterior design with thanks to this bold V-motion grille, these sharp LED headlights and daytime running light. This latest design, however, has been updated to reflect Nissan's new design language, which features a sharper silhouette and more aggressive stance. The new Qashqai is available in a wide range, a variety of colours, so that you can get one that suits your personality, complemented by a range of sporty alloy wheels. On this model I have this week from Nissan, we have 20-inch alloy wheels. Yeah, when did you ever think that a compact crossover such as the Qashqai would come with standard 20-inch alloy wheels? I remember when I was a kid playing games such as Need for Speed, and it was mint that you could actually have 20s on a car. Now they seem to be everywhere. And with the addition of the optional panoramic sunroof, it just gives it that more modern aesthetic. And in this blue, it looks fantastic. And it's broken up with these highlights of gloss black. And it's just, I just really love the look of this. And I mean, compared to its rivals, it's up there and it stands out and it's bold, which is, for me, a good thing. Now, towards the rear, all the lines down the side of the car lead to this aesthetically pleasing rear end, featuring these sharp LED rear tail lights and just everything about it. It just works. Nissan have ticked a massive box with the new Qashqai. While being sporty and aggressive, it still maintains an elegant presence. Don't you think? Let me know in the comments below. But now we've had a look outside, let's check out what a lot of families would consider important, and that is the interior. So we'll start off here in the boot. Now, the boot space here in the new Qashqai is rather cavernous, only slightly smaller, and I mean marginal, than the likes of the Seat Ateca or Skoda's Karoq. But you do get no load lip at all, so getting things out is really easy. We have some tethering points around, two little plastic compartments at either side. You have some underfloor storage, both front and rear of the boot. But Nissan really have hit the nail on the head with this, and families will absolutely love it because I think it's a fantastic idea. These false floor panels for your boot are reversible. You can have nicely carpeted, but if you're a family that like to go out into the woods and things and have mucky boots or a mucky dog, what you can do is simply remove them, flip them round, and you have now a boot floor that is easily wipeable and cleaned. So if you do have muddy boots or your dog is rather dirty, you can just take them out and wipe them clean. You don't have to ruin that carpet. That is a fantastic thing. So let's jump in the rear and let's check out the space for passengers. In the rear here, now you'll notice as we go through into the front as well, the materials used in here are actually really good. We have soft touch materials around And I mean, it is covered with Alcantara and faux leather. It's just very premium for what is your everyday family car. I think it's fantastic. Now, legroom, I have tons. This seat is in my driving position and I have got tons of space. Even with this optional panoramic sunroof, I have just enough headroom, but if you are 6 foot, you might find you're catching your head a little bit. For families, underneath these little plastic covers, we do have ISOFIX points on both outer seats. We have 2 USB-C charging ports down here, so you can obviously keep your devices connected. Small map pockets on the back of the front seats, but everything in here is just fantastic. You get a good view out the window, so it's great for your kids. This optional panoramic sunroof floods the interior with light, so it's really open and airy. With it closed, it can get quite dark back here, but the seats are comfortable with really nice soft materials used. If I slide myself over into this middle seat, there is a rather wide transmission tunnel, so my feet are encroaching into either outer passenger space. And it isn't as high as some, but still you are raised knees a little bit in here. Be perfect for children. While it can carry 5 adults, it might be a bit of a squish and ideal more for shorter journeys, whereas for 3 children in the back here, 2 car seats and an older child in the middle, it's absolutely perfect. So let's hop in the front and see what the interior is like there. Up in the front, just as in the rear, it's business as usual. It's a very premium looking interior, and across the dash, main touching points, we have soft materials and covered in this Alcantara and fake carbon fibre with a bit of chrome trim, and with the addition of the ambient lighting, it just looks fantastic in here. We do have a very practical interior though. In both front door bins, there is enough space for a plastic bottle. I have 2 cup holders. I have a wireless charging pad here, which I think is on the design up of the trim levels, but I do have this large touchscreen infotainment, which is it's relatively good. It's responsive, the icons are nice and large, so it is easy to use, and we do get wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so it's seamlessly connecting your device and you're obviously constantly connected on the go. We do have this, which is great to see, and I do like the way Nissan does this. They still have physical buttons and dials for your media and infotainment, and for your dual zone climate control we do have physical dials and physical buttons, as well as a digital display, which is fantastic. In the centre armrest, we do have a nice decent sized space of storage. There is 2 USB-C charging ports in there, and also underneath the armrest we do get a nice little plastic tray, which is ideal for your change or popping your keys. Nissan's typical gear selector, which is very easy to use. We have our drive mode selector just below it. We do have the auto park in this Qashqai that I've got from Nissan for this week, and I can tell you now, I've tried it once before in the Honda EMY1, and if you want to check out me using the auto park in that, I'll pop a little banner thing up there somewhere. But this one, I was terrified. The speed that it approaches the parking bays, whether it's parallel parking, driving into a bay or reversing into a bay, is yeah, I wasn't comfortable doing with it, and I actually aborted the auto park. But if you're confident enough, you do have that option there. Really nice feeling steering wheel, leather with Nissan's design of the buttons, which are just super easy to use while you're on the move. Flat bottom just adds that little bit of a sportier feel for it. We do have a nice digital driver's display that shows all your relative information that you'd need while on the go, and you can even customise it and change settings while you're on the go through that also. Across the doors we have soft touch materials where you're mainly going to be on the main touching points. Easy to use buttons for your electric windows and electric mirrors. Manual seats. We do have a nice decent bit of height and reach adjustment on the steering wheel, so easily going to find that perfect driving position. Again, on this centre console we have the Alcantara, and the seats are wrapped in leather as well as Alcantara with Qashqai script embossed into the seat back. And the seats are very, very comfortable, especially for a long drive. So if you're using the Qashqai for commuting, you know that you're going to be comfortable in here. The seats are really nicely bolstered, the materials are really nice, soft and comfortable. So before we take it out on the road, let's have a look under the bonnet and see what engine options there is in this latest Nissan Qashqai. So in the latest Nissan Qashqai, Nissan have been praised and acclaimed highly with their e-power powertrains. In the Qashqai I have the 1.5 litre turbocharged petrol engine that's combined with the hybrid setup that Nissan use, and it is very, very efficient. I've been averaging around 40 miles to the gallon throughout my week. It's very smooth, very efficient, ideal for towing. Now, pricing of the new Nissan Qashqai is very, very competitive, with prices starting from just under £30,000, which is great. And the entry levels, you do get a decent variety of technology and everything that you'd really need. Then up to the end design, which I have here, which is around about 35 grand plus, but you can spec it up to around £40,000, which is in the Techno Plus. Now, for me, I find that the Techno Plus would be slightly too expensive, because pretty much what you'd get in the end design or the entry level is perfect for what you'd need daily. So now that we've had a look around the new Nissan Qashqai, had a look inside, spoken a little bit, blabbered a little bit, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to take it out on the road and see what it drives like. Now, out on the road in the new Nissan Qashqai, Nissan have worked wonders with its suspension. Obviously it's been fine-tuned for primarily comfort, but also agility. It's great, obviously, as a daily commuter. It handles town and city streets absolutely perfectly. You've got a really good turning circle, the steering is really nice and light. Put it in the sport driving setting and you do get a nice weighted feel. It is, for a crossover, a really nice handling car. Performance is good, it picks up really well. As with any car these days, you do get a lot of engine roar higher up the rev range. The ride is a little bit firmer with these 20-inch alloy wheels that I have on this end design trim, but still, with the seating and the suspension, it's a really comfortable drive. As with all manufacturers these days, safety is the top priority. The Qashqai is no different. It comes with an array of advanced safety features and safety tech. Standard equipment includes autonomous emergency braking, lane departure warning and centre lane assist, blind spot monitoring, so you know that it's got you covered. Nissan's Pro Pilot Assist is obviously available as an option also, which delivers semi-autonomous driving capabilities just at the ease of a button, and obviously it relieves those burdens on a long journey. We do have Nissan's e-pedal, which pretty much allows you to one pedal drive the Qashqai. It'll bring you down to around about just under 10 mile an hour, and then obviously you would have to use the brake pedal to come to a complete stop. I have found that the lane departure warning and the lane departure assist isn't very intrusive like you find on some other cars these days, and it's super simple just to turn it off. The Qashqai, along with other Nissan models, have excelled in safety tests, getting a 5-star Euro NCAP safety rating, so obviously that is a massive tick for those looking for a safe family car. Visibility is good, you get a really good view out of the windscreen and through your mirrors. And I don't know why, but I drove recently an older car, obviously from the early 2000s, and you get really good visibility out of the rear quarters, out of the C-pillars, whereas in this you do get a little, it's like a little porthole as such, a little window there, but view is restricted out the rear thanks to the C-pillars. But parking is absolutely easy. We have the 360-degree reversing camera and parking sensors, so parking's a doddle. And as I mentioned earlier, you have the auto park feature, which I don't like it. I'm not ready to relinquish control of something like that when I can do it myself. You know what I mean. But everything is just really nice in the Qashqai. Everything's really easy accessible. You don't have to distract yourself from the road too much when changing things through the infotainment screen. The sat-nav is really crisp and clear. Your steering wheel controls super easy to navigate. Everything's easy to find. But yeah, it's just all round a cracking family car. So I think it's time we find somewhere to park up and we'll conclude this review. So the new 2024 Nissan Qashqai represents a commendable evolution of a beloved crossover. And let's not forget, the Nissan Qashqai is the one that started off this trend. It's the one that kicked off all the other manufacturers following suit with family SUVs. Yeah, that's right, back in the early 2000s, that was the Nissan Qashqai. Now in its latest guise, with its attractive design, comfortable interior, a host of modern technology and advanced safety features, the Qashqai, still to this day, caters for every family need. As we look towards the future of greener vehicles and more EVs, the Qashqai still stands as a massive testament to Nissan's innovation and customer satisfaction, making it still well poised to continue its legacy in the automotive industry. So whether you are a long-term fan of the Nissan brand or you're new and looking to go with Nissan, the new Qashqai for your family car should be on the list, if not top of that list, to take it out for a test drive. And it's definitely worth considering for your next vehicle purchase. So I do hope you have enjoyed this review. If you have enjoyed it, please go give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more new and used car reviews and car content. And for now, drive safe and I'll see you next time.